Settle in, unwind, and let tonight's story bring you comfort. Silver Bell and Tender Hair. This story is about Silver Bell, a kind-hearted village girl, organizing the annual flower festival with her loyal stallion, Tender Heart, celebrating love and community. In a quaint village surrounded by endless fields of blossoming flowers, there lived a kind-hearted young woman named Silver Bell. Her gentle voice and soft eyes made her beloved by everyone in the village. Silver Bell's constant companion was a graceful stallion named Tender Heart, whose gleaming white coat and deep, soulful eyes had won many hearts, human and animal alike. The village was bustling with excitement as spring was awakening and an annual flower festival was drawing near. It was a time of joyous celebration where villagers adorned every corner with vibrant flowers, creating a mesmerizing display of colors and fragrances. The festivities would culminate in the flower dance, a beautiful tradition where everyone dressed in floral garlands and danced beneath the twinkling stars. Silver Bell was tasked with organizing this year's festival. She spent days carefully selecting the flowers, ensuring each one represented the essence of their beloved village. Daffodils' golden hues, tulips' deep reds, and bluebells' foaming blues filled the air with a harmonious blend of colors and scents. She also crafted a special garland for Tender Heart, weaving together blooms that symbolized their unspoken bond and loyalty. As the night of the festival arrived, the village transformed into a wonderland of lights and flowers. Lanterns swayed gently in the breeze, illuminating the streets and casting a warm glow on the villagers, who gathered in joyful anticipation. Silver Bell stood at the heart of it all, her heart swelling with pride and happiness as she watched her friends and family come together in celebration. Tender Heart, adorned with his special garland, trotted to Silver Bell's side, his eyes reflecting the twinkling lights. They danced together amidst the flowers, their movements graceful and fluid. The villagers joined in, their laughter and music blending familiarity with the night's gentle whispers. As the night wore on, Silver Bell took a moment to reflect on the beauty around her. She realized that it wasn't just the flowers that made the festival special, but the love and unity that permeated the village. She felt a deep sense of gratitude for the bonds they shared, knowing that no matter what the future held, they would always have this moment of pure joy and togetherness. Silver Bell felt the warmth of Tender Heart's nuzzle and smiled, her heart brimming with love. The night's celebration reminded her of the simple joys in life and the importance of community. With her beloved Tender Heart by her side and the village united in harmony, she knew that every day held the promise of new beginnings and endless possibilities. The next story awaits to bring you closer to sleep. Courage and Kala's Magical Library. This story is about Courage, a human who loves books, and Kala, a shadow creature, who form a magical bond through their shared love for stories. In a quaint village, nestled between rolling hills and blooming meadows, lived a gentle soul named Courage. Courage, with eyes as blue as the sky and a heart as warm as the morning sun, had a pure love for books. His small home was lined with shelves filled with stories from all corners of the world. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars began to twinkle, Courage was returning home from the village market. In his hands, he carried a new book with a decayed ring cover adorned with golden vines. It was said to be a book of forgotten tales, a rare find that filled his heart with excitement. As Courage opened the door to his cozy home, a soft breeze blew through the window, making the pages of his newly acquired book flutter. He settled into his favorite armchair by the fireplace, opened the book, and began to read. His eyes danced over the words, and soon he was lost in the magic of the stories. Unbeknownst to Borage, his reading attracted the attention of a shadowy creature named Kawa. Kawa, a gentle shadow creature, with eyes like silver moons and an aura of mystery, had been drawn to the village by the whispers of forgotten tales. As a guardian of stories, Kawa had a deep connection to books and their hidden powers. Curious about the warmth and light emanating from Borage's home, Ko quietly approached the window. As she looked in, she saw Borage completely immersed in his book. Mesmerized by the sight, Kawa's longing to share the joy of stories grew stronger. At night, as Borage slept with the book resting on his chest, Kawa slipped into the house. She gently picked up the book and began to read. The room seemed to glow as the words came to life, filling the space with enchanting light. Borage stirred in his sleep, but did not wake, sensing only a comforting presence. From that night on, Kawa visited Borage's home each evening. When the moonlight bathed the village, she would sit by the fireplace and read. Over time, an unspoken bond formed between them. Though Borage could not see Kawa, he felt the magic in his home, a sense of peace and wonder that he couldn't quite explain. One winter's night, as snowflakes danced outside, Borage woke to find a book on his bedside table that he had never seen before. The cover was a deep indigo, shimmering with silver patterns. Inside, he found stories beyond his wildest dreams, tales of distant lands, brave heroes, and timeless love. It was a gift from Kawa, a token of their shared love for stories. As Borage read the book, he felt Kawa's presence more strongly than ever. The magic of their shared passion flowed through every word, bringing the stories to life in vivid detail. In return, Borage left a handwritten story by the window each night, inspired by the adventures he read. Years passed, and Borage's once small home became a haven for books and stories. Villagers often visited to hear tales of magic and wonder. Though Kawa remained unseen, her presence was felt by all, a guardian spirit of the stories that brought the village together. And so in the village nestled between rolling hills and blooming meadows, Borage and Kawa's love for books created a legacy of warmth, joy, and imagination that would be cherished for generations to come. Let us explore the next chapter of tonight's tales. Harmony of Nymphia and Lobelia. Once upon a time, in a tranquil village nestled between a lush forest and a serene lake, there lived a young human named Nymphia. She was as graceful as the water lilies that floated on the lake's surface, which is how she got her name. Nymphia loved the village dearly and made it her duty to care for the environment around her home. The villagers admired her pure heart and gentle nature. In the depths of the forest lived a clever gnome named Lobelia. She was a lively spirit, always curious and eager to learn about the world around her. Lobelia's home was a marvel of nature, built within the intertwining roots of an ancient tree. Despite her playful disposition, she had a kind heart and was always ready to help her forest friends. One day, Nymphia noticed that the lake's water level had dropped significantly, and the once vibrant plants along its shore were wilting. Troubled and determined to find a solution, she ventured into the forest to seek the wise gnome, hoping she might know the cause. The forest was a maze of green, but Nymphia walked with purpose. She had heard tales of Lobelia's knowledge and hoped the gnome could help her save the lake. After hours of searching, she found Lobelia singing a melody so sweet it seemed to bring life to everything around her. Nymphia approached and explained her plight. Lobelia listened intently, her bright eyes glowing with concern. "I have noticed the change in the forest as well," she said. "The trees whisper that a great stone blocks the stream that feeds the lake. Together, we can move it." With no time to lose, Nymphaea and Lobelia set off towards the stream. The path was arduous, with dense underbrush and slippery moss, but their determination was unwavering. They reached the stream to find a large boulder, indeed blocking the water's flow. Nymphaea and Lobelia pushed with all their might, their small hands working in harmony to budge the stone. It barely moved, but they did not give up. As they struggled, animals of the forest began to gather, offering their strength. The bear lent his powerful paws, birds used their beaks to chip away at the stone, and even the smallest insects worked together to help. With their combined effort, the boulder finally shifted, and water began to flow once more. The stream rushed eagerly towards the lake, revitalizing its shores and filling it with life anew. The villagers rejoiced as the lake returned to its former glory. Flowers bloomed, and the air was filled with the scent of fresh water and the melodies of happy creatures. Nymphaea and Lobelia stood side by side, their hearts swelling with pride and joy. From that day forward, the bond between the village and the forest grew stronger. Nymphaea and Lobelia continued to work together, ensuring their homes thrived in harmony. They taught the villagers and forest creatures alike the importance of unity, showing that when hearts and hands join together, any challenge can be overcome. And so, with the lake shimmering under the moonlight, and whispers of friendship floating on the breeze, everyone in the village and forest found peace in the beautiful harmony they had created together. Now, let's continue with another soft tale. Wisteria and Muck, a tale of honor. This story is about Wisteria, a kind-hearted girl, and her wise hamster Muck, who embark on a quest to uphold honor, courage, and kindness, solving an ancient riddle that ultimately unites and inspires their village. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled among emerald green meadows and surrounded by blooming fields of lavender, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Wisteria. Her presence was as enchanting as the flower she was named after. Wisteria's long, dark hair would often be seen flowing in the gentle breeze as she strolled the village paths, always ready with a warm smile and a helping hand. Wisteria lived in a small, thatched cottage on the edge of the village with her best friend, a golden-furred hamster named Muck. Muck was not just any ordinary hamster. His wise eyes and noble demeanor set him apart. He often sat on Wisteria's shoulder, observing the world with curiosity and intelligence. The villagers cherished Wisteria for her generosity, and Muck for his playful yet sage presence. One sunny afternoon, as Wisteria and Muck wandered through the fields, they stumbled upon something extraordinary. A set of ancient, moss-covered stones formed a small circle, partially hidden by the tall grasses. Intrigued, Wisteria felt a strange pull towards the center of the circle. With Muck perched on her shoulder, she stepped inside. The circle of stones glowed faintly as they entered, revealing an old scroll partially buried among the moss. Wisteria picked up the scroll, and as she unfurled it, she gasped. It was a declaration from an ancient protector of the village, calling upon a worthy individual to uphold the values of honor, courage, and kindness. The Muck, sensing the gravity of the moment, nuzzled Wisteria's cheek as she read the scroll aloud. The protector, named Lavender, had left a riddle that promised a reward to those who could solve it. It spoke of a hidden treasure that would safeguard the village's future. Determined to prove her worth, Wisteria, with Muck by her side, embarked on a quest to solve the riddle. They traveled through dense forests, climbed steep hills, and crossed crystal-clear streams, meeting various villagers and creatures along the way, each offering clues and wisdom. One chilly evening, as they camped under a starlit sky, Wisteria pondered over the riddle's final hint. Suddenly, Muck leaped from her shoulder and scurried towards a nearby oak tree. There, carved into the trunk was the final piece of the riddle. It spoke of a hidden chamber beneath the old village well. In rushing back to the village, Wisteria and Muck found the well and climbed down. At the bottom, they found a secret door that opened to a chamber filled with ancient artifacts and a shimmering amulet. The amulet bore the inscription, "To the one who honors truth." Figure Wisteria and Muck had proven themselves worthy. As she put on the amulet, a warm light enveloped Wisteria. The protector lavender appeared before them in spirit form, blessing Wisteria for her honor and bravery. From that day, Wisteria and Muck were revered even more in the village. They had not only solved the riddle, but had also embodied the virtues that the ancient protector cherished. Wisteria vowed to continue living with honor, courage, and kindness, always with Muck by her side. Their bond grew even stronger, and together, they inspired the entire village to uphold the same values, ensuring peace and prosperity for generations to come. Thank you for listening. Sleep peacefully tonight.